roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Mikey Samuelstill. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Cowboys 0. Matt Prater set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Quick throw there is incomplete. The Cowboys are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a loss missed opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboys touchdown. Javonte Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To the air goes Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. But if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Daniels looking to throw. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
And the Washington first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Well, Cockrell holds it in left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. A run here with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 14, Cowboys 7. Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you?
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
37-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
A great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 2nd and 10. Prescott now. This one swung out to Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Dancing to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Joshua Hines-Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That's taken it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Prescott. 20, 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for the Cowboys score. Dak Prescott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. It's grabbed over the middle by White. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Now Daniels. Steps away to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Washington.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his man. It's Ryan. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Commanders.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some goats to run through now.
Their former third overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60% at its first and 10. Daniels going to give the cross to Merritt. And that will be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 2. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And Diggs has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
But if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get them.
And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 9. On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Jalen Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Daniels. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete to Jake Okonkwo. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
On first down, here's Krosky Merritt. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was certainly the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Prescott to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and 10 at the
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
20 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, Prescott escaping the press. And he's going to go down again. Btaaa showing off the pass rush skills.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste a second performance from these ace pass rushers.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they were down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Being chased out left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.
I went deaf on it. Ever since you left me, more money, more cars, more shows. Ever since you left me, more diamonds, more gold, more motion, more. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf on it. Yes, my, yes, I, Fiesta. Drop top G-Wagons, we don't do Teslas. Don't pay for the bag, I pay semesters. I turn dream girls to my new extras. Nice game girls do too. Run through the city like the 2 Live Crew. Got a Harlem broad, got a Brooklyn broad. I ain't come this far just to come this far. A friend to all is a friend to none. So don't push me, press the button. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf.
All I need is one night, one chick, dumb drip. Baby want a piece, call me scrumptious. Baby wanna be with me, call me husband. She was singing on my mic, Teddy Ruxpin. This that true love fool, first time I heard the flow, they knew I do. Christina Pink, Moulin Rouge, got the 3-piece suit, mink blue love shoes. Yeah. I went deaf, blew my mood. I just give it that you.
I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf on it. I went deaf. I went deaf.
Say hello to the Lord with my sincerest regards. Why the rising and tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? Is it survivor's remorse that raised higher the course? During the year of the horse, I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They my homie, I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigeria.